Hi, my name is Gudrun from G Designs. Welcome to our live show. Happy Friday. Everyone, and welcome to our show. Thank you all for being with us this Friday. It's been a wet week here in Minnesota and a wet morning already, raining a lot. But I'm glad you're here. It's dry in here. So thank you all. If you're watching us on Facebook, make sure to like our page and subscribe to our YouTube channel if that's where you prefer to watch us. We are, of course, live all the time. This week marks the 4th live show. So thank you all. Make sure to send us some thumbs up and hearts and lots of love. You can also win a gift card just by commenting on during the show. We pick a live winner randomly at the end of the show, and $25 gift card is up for grabs. Say hi to Mr. HP. He is running the show with the assistance of Mr. GP. He is there too.
How you doing, people?
We got some live audience today. My parents are in the house, so everybody say hi to Mom and Dad. So we have lots of fun to show you today. We always, though, kick it off with something really satisfying in a glass. And, you know, with all the wet rain, we're just hoping for sunny skies here soon. And those sunny skies on a day like that, this is the perfect drink. We are drinking a limoncello spritz today. It's very, very easy to do. This is one of your favorites, isn't it, Mr. HP? This is one of the things we love to order when you're sitting outside in Europe at a cafe in Paris or in Italy or in Germany.
Or just at home. Very easy.
So Prosecco, limoncello, and a little bit of soda water or sparkling water. And the ratios are just 3-to-1. Very simple. Over ice. So cheers, everybody. And you can, of course, make this virgin just by using like sparkling apple cider, sparkling grape juice, anything like that. And just add some lemon juice or even just lemonade. So cheers.
Cheers.
Yummy. Just refreshing. Mine is a little sweet. I think I overdid it on the limoncello.
You said did Mom and Dad get a beverage?
They didn't. They arrived late. They may get one right after the show, though.
Yeah, later on.
So also on Fridays, we always have a word of the day from Mr. HP. So what is our word of the day today?
Oh, the old word of the day.
Something from your vocabulary.
Let's put it like this. You made me a great drink. Didn't you? Didn't you?
Didn't ya? All right. Use this another way in a sentence.
You bought that fabric already, didn't you? Oh, no, you didn't? Oh,
no, I didn't. I'll go ahead and do that right now, though.
Didn't you?
All right. That's a good one. So there's a lot of interesting national and world days today. Today, of course, marks longest day of the year. So summer solstice, as it's called somewhere, which means in Iceland, there's barely any darkness today. It just gets a little dusky. It is also Daylight Appreciation Day. You know, I think we all love some good daylight. It's a little bit extreme in Iceland, but we love it. It is Bring Your Dog to Work Day, and
it's every day for us.
Kobe is here every day, so no change for us. It's National Smoothie Day, Cookie Dough Day, and Peaches and Cream. Kind of an odd combination of things, but if you want to have them all together, go for it.
Very treaty day today.
It is also World Yoga Day, I believe. Skateboarding Day, and Selfie Day. I don't know if we need to be taking any more selfies than we already are, but there it is. It has its own day now. But interestingly enough, it's also World Music Day
Oh yeah.
for
that's
the
best day.
musician in the house.
That's the best
And
day
it is
ever.
Make Music Day. I think you have these 3 things that are especially for you. Make music, and then it is World Motorcycle Day.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
We got some great days today.
So too bad you can't ride your motorcycle today.
That's kind of whack.
That is whack. We have to make up for that. It is raining, so it's not really fun riding a motorcycle in the rain anyway.
Sure it is.
So lots going on, and I hope you're enjoying your week. And June is just zipping by way too fast. But you have been busy sewing and sharing your quilts, so let's take a look at our show and tell for today. Starting off with this gorgeous Venus quilt made by Uma. I love how she just used 2 fabrics. Of course, even though I like my quilt scrappy, you can always change it up and do whatever you want. So this is a really cool version of Venus this way. Very calm and soft with this kind of a marshmallow pink color. Love it. Then we have a Winnie quilt made by Marie. I love this. I love how she almost fuzzy cut some of the fabric so that you can really see that bold print down the center. Love the 2 colorways and the fun background print. That just makes everything so much more interesting. So good job on this one, Marie. We have Peggy's Helena quilt. I love the bright colors. I love the color blocking that she did. Just 2 colors in each block. Very nice job. Very cool arrangement, I think. So awesome quilt. That's a really fun quilt to make. Much easier than it looks, guys. Promise. Then we have an Ava quilt made by Joan. Obviously using some abandoned fabric. Absolutely gorgeous. Love, love, love it. And that background is perfect for it. It looks like a charcoal, dark brown. Just makes all of the other fabrics really shine. So really nice work on that, Joan. Love that. Then we have Deborah's Supersize Nina. Looks like it's flannel. I'm not sure if it is, but it really looks like it. It looks so cozy and yummy in these colors. Very rich and warm. And I'm sure it's going to keep somebody very warm.
Very cozy.
Yeah, it's a nice long one. And then we have a huge Terra quilt made by Luz. I love this. This looks like just some scrappy fun pad with 5-inch squares. Of course, Terra is made with 5-inch squares. And this one is without a border. I don't know if she's adding a border or not, but this looks great this way. Really great job. Next up is Shelley's Locust quilt. Locust is a quilt that we don't get to see often. It's super quick and easy to do. It is in my Stripology Squared book made with 10-inch squares. And I love that she just did a single background, matching that up with the colors. And it makes for a very striking quilt. Good job on that, Shelley. Then we have a Hope quilt arranged in a really unique way with the X's and O's. This is done by Sarah. Beautiful colors. I don't know, this kind of looks like flannels too. I don't know if it is, but the colors are super warm and cozy with that nice white accent. Perfect. Then we have a Dina quilt made by Vicky. This is really fun. I remember this fabric. It's a coffee themed line. I love the colors, the teal and turquoise with the black and red and gray. Beautiful job, Vicky, on this Dina. And I want a perfect accent color with that caramel brown. And then last but not least, we have a Trixie quilt made by Susan with beautiful bold prints. Looks like cave fabrics in the triangles and just a very subtle accent, which makes it all come together perfectly. Love this. So thank you all for sharing. Keep the quilts coming in Gudrun's Quilt Crew on Facebook, and we always pick 10 quilts to share every Friday. So as you probably have noticed these past couple of weeks, if you've been watching our shows, my newest book that is slated to come out this summer is now available for pre-order. If you haven't done so yet, jump on it. We can pre-order the book. If you order the paper book, I will personally sign it for you. And the bonus, if you pre-order, you get one of those patterns that is in the book instantly. So you get a PDF download of the Mia pattern right away, whether you do the paper version or the PDF version of the book or the ebook, you get that Mia pattern. Now Mia is on our set today. So there it is. There's the book. We are hoping to ship it before August 1st. So all in process. If you look on the set behind me, Mia is on either side, and I wanted to talk about especially this one, the Halloween one. So this is the one I made first, actually. This was my prototype, and I made this Mia out of the Hey Boo fabric, and it was using a panel that comes with that Hey Boo line. I measured the panel blocks, and they were the perfect size, the same size as the Mia blocks I had planned to make. So I just took the fabric bundle and made a bunch of Mia blocks and kind of tossed them around the panel blocks, and I absolutely love how it turned out. Really love it. So here's the panel. We still have some of this in stock. Of course, this was fresh for this season. And the Hey Boo fabric, it's not your traditional Halloween colors. The oranges are kind of peachy. The blacks have a little bit of warm brown in them. And then we have this beautiful olive green. And the pumpkins have a little bit of pink. And I kind of love it. So check that out. Those of you that have ordered the book already, you have that Mia pattern. You can start playing right away. And then the other quilt on the set today, the one hanging right behind me, is also one of the quilts from the book. This one is called Svana. And we made this one out of a new fabric line for Christmas that just came out. We got it in stock a few weeks ago. This one is called Cozy Wonderland, and it has the greens, the reds, and the low volume lights, which we used in every block. So we always paired up a light and dark. And that was just so successful in this quilt. I really love how it turned out. You really can't see the border on it. We added a border, just a basic red border, which makes it so festive and fun. So these two are both in the new book, so check it out. And if you want to recreate both of them, we have those bundles available. All of the quilts in the book use either use half yards, or you can, for most of them, use fat quarters. Now there's one more quilt on the set that is in the book. That's the one hanging behind you, Mr. HP. This one is the Diana Supersized, a great quilt for beginners to make, or if you just want to get something done really fast. So this one is quick, made out of flannel, and we have this flannel coming this fall. So
cozy.
Yeah, it's a Primitive Gatherings and flannel that's coming. This is their, I think, third time doing these plaid fat flannels for Moda, and so yummy. They're so soft and luscious. So check that out. But we had, like I said earlier in the show, we had 4 shows this week, and yesterday morning, Colleen and Nancy did their perfect pair show. Well, Kara is on vacation, so Colleen stepped in, and it was a really, really great show. I hope you check out the whole show. But one of my favorite things on the show was Colleen was talking about her collages, so collage quilting, and we had just gotten in these really cool panels from, look at this. This is Gretchen the Goat. So these are panels from Lewis and Irene. Yes, a panel. You still have to do a little bit of work, but let me show you how these work. So collage quilting is usually all done with just fusible applique. So you just cut out your fabric pieces and then fuse them onto either a background into the shape of whatever you want to make. These make it so easy, these panels. So you have the goat or the base with the outlines of the goat. And then instead of scouring for fabric to use for your collage, the panel has already all of these fun prints that you just fuse your Steam-A-Seam on, and then using a light box, which we just got in the Caterpillar light boards, light tables, which are amazing. Not like your old school light boxes when I was starting in quilting. They were so bulky and boxy. So you place this on the light box and then the fabric on top. You could just trace wherever you want to put that piece, cut it out, and then just fuse on top. And these are just a great way to try your hand at collage. I think it's something that you fall in love with, or you don't, but I always encourage people to try something new. So we have the Gretchen, the goat. We have Lola, the dog. This is Gretchen, the goat. This is a whole panel. So it has a little bit of instruction for you on the bottom there. And so if you have a light box or a light board, light table, they're really fun. So there's the dog and Lola, the dog. I think this one is so cute. So you'll see here, I kind of love how they're offset on that background a little bit. So you can make it into wall hanging. You can make multiples and make it, of course, into a quilt. But this one will be really fun. And then the third one we've gotten in, we have more coming. I'm not sure when they arrive, but we have the sunflower, which is stunning. So let me show you the panel for the sunflower. So that one has not just that dark background, so it has a little bit of a interesting background. So almost like a watercolor background, and then you can do your collage on top. So do all your drawing. So you already have a really fun and interesting background. And then of course you have all of those fun prints to play with. And of course you can add some of your own. Like if you look at that sunflower again, it almost looks like there's a little bit of black there. And you can always add whatever you have just to enhance the design. So it's really, really cool. And Colleen has made a lot of these. She just loves doing it. This is something probably that is not my wheelhouse, but I love looking at it, and I love the way that they made these panels, so it's kind of a more easier way to try something. Yes, Sherry, thank you. I think it's gorgeous, so we can't wait to see the results of these. Which one's your favorite?
The sunflower is pretty cool.
Yeah. Sunflower is cool. I love the goat. I think the dog will be awesome. So I want to show you the overhead, how she quilted the goat. She made it into a pillow, so just a simple grid quilting, because there's no top stitching, any other top stitching on this collage. So just make sure you quilt it a little bit tight, and it will hold all your pieces down.
What's the manufacturer? Someone else?
Lewis and Irene makes these panels.
Lewis and Irene, Darla.
Lewis and Irene, and we are expecting more. I know there is a cow. I know there is a pig. That's so cute. And then they have more flowers. So can't wait to get that all in stock. So check it out. And speaking of, it's kind of a kit just in a one panel. So speaking of kits, that's just one panel. You do need some backing fabric and stuff. We just got in a brand new panel. I'm kind of skipping over some things to the end. Yeah, I just want to show you this because it's so cute. So we've had these advent calendar panels before, and this is one of those, but it's a little bit different. So here's the panel to make the advent calendar. It's one of those where you fold up and make the pockets, but this one has all these little icons on the side and enough to make little a bag. So it's from our gnome to yours with the little gnome. So it's from that same line we have a bundle for. But here is the advent made. So all you do is you fold up the pockets and you stitch, and then you have these shallow pockets here. And then this little bag holds all of those little pieces that you cut out. What we did, we just put it on felt, fused it onto felt, and then cut them out. And then all of these cutesy little icons and little ornaments are in the bag. So the kids, as they're counting down to Christmas, they place one in the pocket, and you fill up your advent calendar. And I think that is so fun. And how fun would it be to make these with a child or grandchild or anybody, because it's so easy. You just fuse it on, cut it out, and that's pretty much it. You don't even have to stitch it because it's not going to get that much wear and tear. But I think they're just adorable. All these little things, gnomes, hats, trees, gifts. Just so fun. So just one panel. You would just need some backing and binding, but of course, if you have Color Club, you can always pull from Color Club. But we love this, and I love that the bag can be a part of it. So I think Colleen used the backing for the bag, or the back side of the bag is just for from the binding fabric. So little ribbon, tie it all together. Fun activity for the little ones for the holidays. All right.
How do you fuse the felt?
You just use fusible web on the back of the fabric. So as you can see on I'll show you the panel again. So you can literally just take a fusible web and fuse it to the whole back side here. You don't have to cut anything out yet. And then you can cut them out a little roughly and then fuse it onto felt. Oh, so what I would do is probably cut them out a little roughly, fuse them onto a bigger piece of felt, and then cut the felt out. And the felt doesn't fray, so it's going to be just fine. And the fusible web will fuse perfectly to the felt. Now, you could use a little bit stronger fusible web. So we have an extra strong heat and bond that would make it a little bit stiffer too, which I think would be successful, and the glue or the fuse would hold a lot better without any stitching. So very fun project to do. Now I dropped my script, so I gotta find that. Yep, we are live, everybody.
We are live.
We are live. But on Tuesday's show, I showed you some wonderful new kits coming into the store that we have on pre-order. We are so excited to be having Tilda Fabrics available. So we announced 4 different bundles that are coming. They're coming real soon. They are pre-order right now. So these are our Creating Memories, it's called, the collection. So it's 4 different bundles, one for each season. We have winter, and it's 16 prints and woven fabrics in the collection. And then we have spring, and we have summer, which is all these beautiful blues. And then we have autumn. Awesome colors and what I love about these prints, they're classic. They're not really novelty, so you don't see any pumpkins or anything like that. So these prints you can use year round. It's just the color, and these will become basics. But Tilda has designed beautiful quilts for this collection, and we are choosing 2 quilts from each of those seasons to do as a stripologized kit. What does that mean? Well, let's take a look at this first one. So this first one is called Christmas Calendar. So it has these really cute geese and snowmen and stockings, apple, and some trees. So these patterns are free on Tilda's website. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew this with you guys and create a little video and show you some shortcuts you can do, stripologize some of the methods to make this easier, because sometimes her patterns can be challenging and intimidating because of the small pieces. But this is the Christmas Calendar kit. So what you get in the kit is all of the background fabric and any other additional fabrics that don't come in the winter bundle. So let me show you the winter bundle here. So that is those 16 prints and yarn dyes that you get a half-yard bundle, and all of these fabrics will be enough for both winter kits. If you wanted to do both, you don't have to, of course. And then in the kit itself, it will have the background and any other fabrics. So the backgrounds are all from her chambrays, and these are just absolutely gorgeous chambrays. So I know this calendar quilt the background is this beautiful gray. So this would be the background. You see the chambrays are like a little bit of a woven, so I have a little natural texture, very kind of organic feel and look, just like her quilts are. Very Scandinavian feel, which I also love. So the second quilt from the winter line is called the Holly quilt. So that one, again, you use the winter bundle, the half-yard bundle for all the colors. And then we have a chambray for the background, which is the beige, which is this one right here. So this one would be the background for the Holly quilt, and then this one would be for the gray. So the winter kits will ship in August, and then on September 1st, you will get the Stripologized video for the calendar quilt and a little bit of a PDF with some instructions from me to show you how you can be more efficient cutting it all out. And then on November 1st, we'll do the Holly quilt. The digital package will be delivered in your account. So by purchasing these kits, that is all included. So all the fabrics you need for the backgrounds and additional, and then the Stripologized digital pack. All right, let's look at the spring one. So the spring one, we have the first quilt is Spring Hares, and I love this one. Now on this photo, it looks like the background is blue, but it's really a sage green. So let me show you. It's a gorgeous color. It's right here. So a really beautiful sage green background for that hair quilt. These kits will ship in November, I believe, and then the instructions for the hair will be January 1st. So it's all listed in the product page. The second spring quilt is going to be the beautiful potted flowers, and it is the pine color of the chambray that is the background for the potted flowers. And of course, all of these beautiful fabrics from the spring collection of Creating Memories. Just beautiful. Can't wait for both of those. That's going to be so fun to hang in the spring. For summer, we have two beautiful quilts for summer. And first one is the Blue Duck quilt. Now this Blue Duck quilt, the background is really one of the Tilda solids. It's this creamy white solid, which is beautiful. Here we have all the blues, but then we have the second quilt is going to be the Blue Whale quilt, which we've all fallen in love with. And again, we use the half-yard bundle for all the prints, and then in your kit, you will get the backgrounds and anything else. The background color for the Blue Whale quilt is this petrol, and I think that is just beautiful shade of blue. It has just this beautiful woven texture. I don't know if you can see this up close, but I just absolutely love this, and it'll be beautiful with all these prints for the whales. And then last but not least, we have the autumn, and we're gonna do the squirrel quilt first. This one I absolutely adore. We'll be working on this in May, I believe, is when the digital package comes out. The background for the squirrel is this olive chambray, so beautiful light green with a lot of yellow to a lot of warmth. And then the second quilt is the Pumpkin Memories. I can't wait to do this one. I love a good pumpkin quilt, and let alone a scrappy one like that. This one has a beautiful rosewood background, so this plum purplish color, but I just absolutely am in love with these. and I can't wait to work with them. Beautiful chambrays and Tilda Fabrics. So I hope you check those out. You don't have to purchase them, of course, all at the same time. I do recommend maybe purchasing the like look at the delivery, the shipping dates on the kits. So like the winter kits will ship at the same time. The spring kits will ship at the same time, and so on. The bundles will ship as soon as we get them in, which is going to be soon. So you can always get those ahead of time and start thinking about it and petting those beautiful fabrics. But these definitely go together with a lot of other Tilda fabrics. Her collections are meant to work together with, you know, one another. So it's going to be really fun playing going forward, and love the fact that we're carrying Tilda. They're all different, a little bit different sizes. I would say the width of them ranges is always kind of in the 60-inch something range, and the length anywhere from like 65 to 78. So they're all pretty much a lap size or a small bed size. You can, of course, keep going. These, you can see these are just blocks. So you can always make more blocks. You can always make smaller. There's always options to make just a pillow or something like that. So this is definitely a great learning opportunity, trying something different with smaller pieces. So looking forward to that.
Kobe's moaning outside the door.
Yes. So Tilda, if you didn't know, Tilda is a Norwegian designer, and she's been in the industry for 25 years, has a very unique look, and people have loved her fabrics for many, many years. So we're excited to be able to offer this one to start with.
Kobe's in the house. He was moaning
Kobe was
outside
wanting
the door.
to get back in. He
Yeah.
needs to always go check on people if they're having lunch. Make sure there's nothing that falls on the floor. He is the vacuum. But many of you know that we announced our second cruises for 2025, January 2025, back in, I think this was in March or April. They both sold out really, really fast. Yes. So, guess what we do?
What we do?
We schedule another one. So we're very excited to announce 2 more cruises coming up. This is also 2025, but not until November 2025. So these 2 cruises are 7-day cruises, so a little bit shorter. We're going to be doing them back to back. So you can choose either or. Each one has its own itinerary. They'll be the same project. We'll be working on both cruises. But if somebody wants to do both, you know, I'll find some things for you to do. But let's take a look at this first one. These we're sailing on the Celebrity Beyond ship. So we're calling these Beyond Thankful. So this first one is November 16th through the 23rd. That is, hurricane season should be over by that time.
Better be.
Yes. And the ports on this first one are, wait a second, I think it's Nassau, Bahamas, and Tortola, and then Antigua on this first one. And then the second one is over Thanksgiving. So those of you that want to get out of cooking some turkey.
Will they have turkey on the boat?
I am sure they'll have any kind of turkey and
what about
a lot of else.
Mashed potatoes?
I'm sure.
Sweet potatoes?
Yes, for sure.
Mac and cheese?
Absolutely.
Rolls?
Yes, definitely. I'm just going to promise all this because...
Raspberry dressing?
Raspberry? Not sure about that one.
Raspberry dressing. Okay.
But the ports are just a tad bit different here. We go to Puerto Plata in the Dominican, and then we go to St. Martin. Is it St. Martin? Yeah. Or I know we go to St. Kitts for sure.
Okay.
I think Puerto Plata, St. Kitts. There's a third one. I don't remember if it's St. Martin or St. John. I don't know.
Saint somebody.
Saint somebody. Does it say on there?
Didn't you say that it was?
But I will be adding this to our website, and where you can get all the information. You can also just sign right up on Michelle's website, quiltingadventurepro.com. And yes. snag one up if you want to join us in
Come on,
2025,
go with
November.
us.
That's going to be our Thanksgiving. Yep. No cooking turkey for me this year.
Will they have ham?
I'm sure.
Will they have?
I hope they have some good veggie options too.
Will they have veggies?
I think they will. Celebrity had a great variety of
Whatever your
vegetarian,
favorite is,
vegan options for me.
Whatever your favorite is, they're gonna have it.
They're going to have it. So we're excited. I know it's a while away. And those of you joining us in January 2025, you will be hearing from us early July on choosing your fabrics. So we're working on it. I'm working on some color combinations. So it's time to choose your fabrics here real soon.
Whatever your
for
favorite
the
is,
Aria quilt.
I hope they have it. I don't know if they're gonna have it.
Now for these November cruises is 2025, there will be a totally different project. Yes, I'm designing a new one for that cruise. So just so you know.
What is it gonna be?
You don't know yet. Can't reveal it yet.
Colette wants sweet potato pie.
Oh. I'm sure they're going to have lots of pies.
We better bring that with us. I'm not sure they can make it like your mama and them.
Like your mom and them. All right, let's take a look at some fabric. I have two new collections for you to look at today, both holiday, and they are we have one Halloween for you and one Christmas. Let's start with Halloween. It is called Nevermore, and it's by Andover, and very rich, beautiful colors, very classic Halloween. I love it. So we have, starting with the crows on this beautiful pattern background. I love the rich orange color, so not too bright, not too dark, but just perfect, very rich. And then we have this kind of a viney floral, kind of a spooky floral, some bats flying, little spiders. We have a little bit of a check. And I love that this is a different shade of the orange, a little bit lighter, so we have that shade difference between the prints. And then this really cool lacy pattern. Kind of reminds you a little bit of a spider web, but it's not really. So I love subtle prints like that. Going into the blacks, really cool star print here with the off or the tan stars among the orange, large and small. And then we have a gray print with the orange stars on a smaller scale. We have the crows again in the gray, a lighter gray and darker. And then this really cool kind of a sky pattern, stars and moons on this beautiful warm gray color. We have the texture that's almost like a spider web here again. And we have the floral. I don't know if you could call this a floral, but the texture. I love now you can see a little bit of a spider web in the background here. And I also love this warm tan color with the lights. We have the star print on the light background. And then finally, these small stars on the tan background. So 12 pieces and a nice balanced look here. We have, for my fabric pull, let's start on the orange side. Since it has a hue difference in the oranges, I started with a dark with a grunge pumpkin. For a medium color, I love this one. This is Bumbleberry's Halloween Orange. It kind of matches perfectly with all the tones. And then the lightest one, I did the seeds and the tangerine. So adding a little bit of light in there just gives it a different fun texture. For the darks, again, I have a shade difference going on. We start with the darkest black. Black dress, which is not fully black. It has a lot of gray and warm in it. So it looks great. For the darker gray, thatched in the shadow, a nice charcoal gray. And then I love the light gray in the spotted aluminum because it has black in it as well. So it works great for those lighter hues of gray. And then for the tans, the darkest one is the grunge tan. It has some gray in it, which I think it really bridges the gap between the gray and the tan really nicely. We have the Spectrastatic and the Papyrus, so it has a little bit of specks in it. A nice warm color. And then Suede in the sand. This was a part of our color club, the sand collection. So this one works great in here. With the line, we have two other fabrics that are not in the bundle, and I love them. Beautiful stripes. We have the Nevermore Candy Stripe in the orange and in the gray. So both of them would work perfectly for bindings, borders, anything fun like that. Great for sashings, bag linings, and things like that. So this is Nevermore by Andover.
Would this be a good pattern?
Fabrics.
Would Taylor be a good pattern for that?
Oh yeah, that would be cool. Very cool. And this would be cool in a Mia quilt as well. And I think it would be really cool in a Svana quilt as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. A fun stars for Halloween. So
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
I love it. Now we don't get in trouble if you just sing it.
Yeah, exactly. Name that movie. This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
Is it Halloween?
Boo, no. You don't know. You don't
All
watch
right,
this.
we're moving on to the next holiday, which is Christmas. A very classic line. This line is called A Christmas Carol, and very traditional, beautiful prints. This is Moda. This is Three Sisters. Beautiful poinsettia on this charcoaly black background, starting with that one. I am using some of this to make another version of my Prisms quilt for the class packs, kicking off next week. So you'll see this in there. Beautiful holly print on the black and gray background. We have a small floral in the black. But obviously, I love this green that they use, kind of a sagey, olivey green. Going into our red colors. A nice red print with flowers and some snowflakes. We have a tone-on-tone vine print. And again, these reds are so rich, but so subtle. I love just the look of and feel of these Three Sisters fabrics. And then we have that same floral as we do in the black, in the red with the green leaves. And then we go into our lights here. They're kind of a taupey tan. And so this is the same print as the red here with the white snowflakes in between. We have a tiny floral, creates a nice texture. Small flowers. And then we have the holly print in the light. I just love how the little stars in between in the background gives it so much great dimension. And here's one of my favorite prints in the green, this scenery, this little town and trees. It's really pretty. And just look how warm and beautiful this green is. A little bit of typography with some snowflakes. It says Merry Christmas, Let It Snow, Fa la 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 la, Silent Night. So different Christmas carols, of course. The line is called Christmas Carol. And then finally, we have another small print, just a very small berries on a green, lightest green background texture. So there is our 12-piece Christmas Carol. I love this and can't wait to show you what I'm working on with it. But we have quite a few prints from the line. We have the black holly print if you needed something for borders. We also have a berry sage and that holly. So this one is not in the bundle, but we have that available in 1 yard. So great for borders as well. We also have more of the vine in the red. So it's called Christmas Carol Swirl Crimson. And also in a green. So this is Swirl Holly, not in the line, in the bundle, but a part of the line. So a beautiful, great green. If you needed some inner borders, bindings, things like that. So for my pull, let's start on the green side. I added actually the Rendezvous Eucalyptus. This is a Three Sisters as well. This was from a color club before. It has a little bit more blue to the green, but it works really nicely because these are all different shades. And then from that same color club, this was our, I believe, this was, I don't remember the name of it. I have the image in my head, but this is Serenity Grid in the green. Yeah, it's gonna come to me as soon as we're done, but
Of course.
I love both of these together. For the reds, I have the Thatched and the Ruby for kind of my brightest red. And then I wanted something with a little darker speck. So this is Dry Brush and the Cherry. So both of them will be very nice here. And of course, we have this one. For the lights, I pulled a couple. We have Grunge, and the Roasted Marshmallow has that perfect tone with a little bit of a texture. And then Canvas in the Linen is perfect. It's the perfect color. Has a little green hue to it, so it works really nicely with the greens as well. And then for the blacks, a darker black, spotted black, has a little bit of gray in it, but that tone of black is perfect. Has a little bit of a bluish hue to it. And then for the lighter, to go better with the grays, is the Dry Brush Black. So it has that same gray tone as this print. Now, if you wanted to add to this some color that you need to spice this up a little bit that's not in here, I would be subtle with it and go with something just a little gold. I love this one. This is the Bumbleberries English Mustard. So nothing too bright. It still will harmonize very nicely, but look at the great accent that it does give. If this is too much and you want to be more subtle, I also recommend the Seedling and the Flax. So just a little tone of that gold, but it will be way more subtle with this one. So Christmas Carol. This
Beautiful.
is classic and beautiful.
Got some great suggestions for patterns on this one.
Yeah?
Strips and salsa.
Oh yeah, that one would be great. With you could do that gold background. Okira would be awesome because you don't really have to think about lights and darks. Yeah, Mia would be good.
Yeah.
Mia would be great.
Mia.
Yeah, and as I said, I'm working on a Prisms. So you'll have to wait and see how that one turns out until, well, while the class packs run its course.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sewing it alongside everybody. All right, so what's next? Do we have, I hope you've been commenting because we have a live winner that we're going to pull from everybody's comments.
Let's calculate.
So do you have that, Mr. HB?
Let's see here.
Let me grab my script again. It keeps falling. So I keep throwing all of these fabrics on the table.
Big drum roll.
Sonia Breathwaite. Breathwaite. I hope I didn't butcher that for you, Sonia. But congratulations, $25 gift card is yours. Just send us your email. Send us an email to help@gequiltdesigns.com and we'll get you that gift card right away. So, our next shows. Oh, A Night Before Christmas. Is that the?
This
That's
is
the song.
Halloween.
Oh,
This is
The
Halloween.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
Okay.
But our next show will be this Tipsy Tuesday, coming Tuesday on June 25th at 4 p.m. Central Time. You want to watch this one because I'm going to have a special guest. Very excited about it. And then our Happy Friday show will be following Friday, June 28th at 12 Central. So that's it for us. Let me have a sip of my limoncello spritz. Is yours gone? Uh-oh. See, I talk the whole show.
Didn't you make
drinks.
a whole load of these for everybody?
There's a whole bottle.
A refill?
Yeah.
Didn't you say we could have refills? Didn't you?
Didn't you? Yeah. I did.
Didn't you make one for Mom and Dad? Didn't you say you did?
I did, yes. But let's let people have the rest of their Friday back.
Okay.
Thank you all for watching us. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Friday and an awesome weekend. Hopefully, we'll be able to get out on the lake a little bit, out on the boat. I think Sunday is going to be beautiful here. So.
Didn't you say it was going to rain?
Today.
Not some places.
Cheers, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
You see she's trying to get off the air, don't you?